To honor the spirit and legacy of the late educator, historian, longtime Nichi Bei contributing writer, and our founding board member, the Nichi Bei Foundation established the Wayne Maeda Educational Fund to help support educational programs within the community. These include our Authors Series events, our annual Films of Remembrance event, our pilgrimage to the Angel Island Immigration Station, and the Wakamatsu Tea and Silk Farm Colony. He was the founding board member of the Nichi Bei Foundation, but some 40 years earlier, he was a founding faculty member of the California State University Sacramento Ethnic Studies program, one of the very first such programs in the nation. A dedicated scholar, he curated the landmark 1992 Sacramento History Museum exhibit, Continuing Traditions, Japanese Americans, Story of a People, 1869 to 1992, which included my family's story. He also authored the book Changing Dreams and Treasured Memories, a story of Japanese Americans in the Sacramento region. He was also a board member of the California State University Sacramento Japanese American Archival Collection, the National Japanese American Historical Society, Jankenpo Gakko, which I was a part of as a young boy growing up in Sacramento, and the Wakamatsu Gold Hill Colony Foundation. Wayne Maeda was the longest-serving Nichi Bei Times /Weekly contributing writer, writing dozens of book reviews for over 17 years. Sadly, he lost his battle with cancer on February 27, 2013, at the age of 65, with his wife, Lori Tuhi Maeda, also passing away from cancer only 3 days later. Please help continue Wayne Maeda's legacy of educating the community and the public about Japanese American experience by supporting this fund today. And now, some people close to Wayne would like to share their thoughts.
Hello everyone, my name is Sachi Maeda-Chen, and my father was Wayne Maeda, one of the founding members of the Nichi Bei Foundation that was established in July of 2009. As many of you know, the Nichi Bei Foundation was created as an educational and charitable nonprofit organization that has been publishing the Nichi Bei Weekly and hosting many other educational events and programs throughout the years. Years before this, though, my father had found his calling as a professor and pioneer in the field of Asian American Studies at the California State University, Sacramento, and became one of the founding faculty members of the Ethnic Studies program. He would later go on to teach as well at the Sacramento City College and University of California, Davis. My father had a passion for educating students and the community on the Asian American culture, in particular Japanese Americans. In 1992, he helped organize and put together an exhibit at the Sacramento History Museum called Continuing Traditions, Japanese Americans, Story of a People, 1869 to 1992. He would then go on to write a book called Changing Dreams and Treasured Memories, a story of Japanese Americans in the Sacramento region in 2000. But in February 2013, my father lost his battle with kidney cancer and passed away. However, his dream and passion in continuing to educate did not end with his passing. The Wayne Maeda Educational Fund was created by the Nichi Bei Foundation, and since its creation has gone on to help fund educational programs such as the annual Films of Remembrance, the Nikkei Angel Island Pilgrimage, where more than 1,700 people have been able to visit the immigration station on the island over a period of 4 trips, and lastly, the pilgrimage to the Wakamatsu Tea and Silk Farm Colony in Placerville, where over 400 people from the areas of the San Francisco and San Jose Japantowns, East Bay, and Sacramento were able to visit the site of the first large settlement of Japanese in America that was established in 1869. And even in 2020, though this year has brought the pandemic of COVID-19 and these events have been canceled, the Nichi Bei Foundation continues to present these things virtually. And I encourage you to check out their website to see how they continue to educate the local communities and beyond, and how you can be a part of these events and keep these programs running. As I have stated previously, my father had a heart for education and historical accuracy, as one of his former students has quoted. And in this unprecedented time of racial injustice, I know that he would be out there continuing to advocate the importance of education among the different ethnic groups. In closing, on my father's 73rd birthday, just last week, I read an article about LAUSD's School Board of Education passing a resolution to expand ethnic study classes across all grade levels and introduce a requirement that all high school students take at least one ethnic studies course in order to meet graduation requirements. And just a week before that, Governor Newsom also signed a bill requiring all California State University students to take an ethnic studies course in order to receive an undergraduate degree. These courses included Asian American Studies among Native American, Hispanic, and African American studies. I think that if my father was still around, he would be excited to see that society is moving into a positive direction, beginning with education. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Satsuki Ina. I was a colleague and friend of Wayne Maeda for many years while we both worked at Cal State Sacramento. And others have described his scholarly and his work as a social justice advocate. But I want to just take this moment to share with you about Wayne Maeda as a inspirational teacher and supporter of students. As a counselor, I met with many students who were in crisis at different times, and there were countless stories that I heard about how Wayne had helped pay someone's registration, gave them some money so they could buy books, encouraged them when they were discouraged, tutored them, gave them extra time to finish projects. He was a man of true kindness and character, and his mission was not just to teach ethnic studies, but to be a model for students about helping each other, about supporting one another, fighting against injustice. It's his heart that always inspires me and taught me many lessons about a man who never talked about his generosity to others. I just had the inside scoop from many students who just happened to mention the small and big ways in which Wayne Maeda, the sensei of life, helped them and encouraged them. He will always have a special place in my heart, and this Wayne Maeda Educational Fund is the perfect way to honor a humanitarian and a loving spirit. So I hope you'll join me in supporting this program and honor a man who is a model for all of us as teachers of life as well as of history. Thank you.